This is a big game for this state and for us, and it'll be charged up. We get to go to their place at a night game. It's going to be a great environment, and I'm excited. We get to do it this year.
Last week we were talking about the home streak, right, and saying how you actually lost a game at home
Yeah.
in your career. Well, you haven't lost to the Gamecocks
Yeah.
at all. So what would it mean to close out your career at Clemson having never lost to your rival?
It'd be awesome. Like I said, this game means a lot to a lot of people, especially in this state. So just try to go out on the right foot and get a W.
Coming from out of state, obviously that was probably something new. That experiencing that rivalry. What were your, first couple years like, seeing fan bases and then the two teams kind of go at it?
Yeah, so I like I said, I'm from Georgia, so I wasn't really a fan of anyone in particular. I got recruited by them pretty heavy. I would be lying to you if I said I wasn't considering them when I was getting recruited. But now, being here, and I've learned over the years that it's a big deal, and not a big fan of them either now. But it means a lot to a lot of people. This game, Coach Sweeney talks about it all the time. You can go, 10-1 and have a great year, but if you lose to these guys, you're going to hear about it from our fans and from theirs and from people in the state.
Since you guys didn't play last year, you have freshmen and sophomores now that haven't had a chance to play them yet. As a guy who's played the Gamecocks with them a couple of times, what do you tell the young guys to get ready for this rivalry game?
Record doesn't matter. What you've seen on film doesn't matter. It's a season of its own. It's a game of its own. It's a battle, man. They're going to bring their best. We're going to bring ours, and it's a special game and a good rivalry.
Was there a certain teammate or something when you were a freshman that really talked about what this meant to him and why he wanted to be a Gamecock?
I think everyone in this building understands that. I can remember Bowler always being charged up about it. He's from here, and he loves Clemson, and so I remember listening to him and hearing his perspective on it. But everyone in this building understands the importance of the game and how much energy you have to put into it and bring to it.
Ben really did just like him.
Yeah, Ben wears his emotions on his sleeve, so, and you all know that. But yeah, of course you did.
What have you seen from Carolina's offense, just catching up with them, that makes them better than they were at the beginning of the season? It seems right now they have an identity that maybe they didn't have.
Yeah, they've just gotten better and better and better. They got some great running backs, and they're physical. They got a good run game. Obviously, they've had a unique quarterback situation, but I think, like I said, they've just gotten better, and I think they help themselves a lot, like any good coach will do with his players, and they've bonded the scheme. They got talent everywhere. They got everything they need to beat us. Just like anybody you play. So it's up to us to execute a game plan and match that energy that's going to take.
I just went back to that recruiting period where kind of went back and forth. How far, did they get in the top 5, 10, or whatever?
They were in it. They were in it. But I knew, the second I came here, and came to a camp here and visited here, I knew this was the place to be. Don't get it twisted. I got recruited, but this is home right here. So.
Is that hurt?
So he was just leaving. Yeah, he was out the door. There was a lot of dysfunction over there at that time, so I made the decision pretty easy. And like I said, when you come here and you get to meet Coach Sweeney and Coach V, and you get to feel what Clemson's all about, the decision's pretty easy after that. So.
The road this year has been a problem for you guys at times in terms of playing consistent football as an entire team. I wouldn't just say not defensively, but as an entire team, you have to put it together. What do you think it will take with this group on the road in rivalry territory to play your best game that you have away from Williams?
I think kind of keep the momentum we have going. So I think last week we played our best. We played our most complete game against Wake Forest, but probably for the first time this year. We didn't play perfect on defense, they didn't play perfect on offense, but as a whole, we played our best game. So I think just carrying over that momentum, we know we can do it. Like, we've just seen it happen, right? And just believe in that. And, wherever you are, whatever stadium you're in, like I say it all the time, the field's still 100 yards, and, you still got to – the rules are still the same. you know. So just not getting too caught up in where you're playing and the environment, and just understanding just a game of football, and you got to go execute.
Would you like playing in, say, a charged atmosphere like the one you're going to be in that's going to be completely lit and rocking from the start?
Oh yeah, if you're gonna be great, you gotta love hostility. You gotta love it. No, I love playing at other places, and where the fans are around. Like it's going to NC State, I love playing over there because they got a great atmosphere and the fans are right at your back. We're going to Louisville, you can hear them chirping the whole time. So I love going on the road. I think it's a lot of fun.
Where does Williams-Brice rank of all your places?
Oh, it's up there. It's up there. I mean, they throw in whatever they can at you, and they got the Sandman, going, and the towel swinging. So I mean, it's a great place to go play. I mean, they do a great job over there, creating a great environment. So anyone who goes and plays it is fortunate to and play college football. He knows it's a great atmosphere.
You played in national championship games, college football playoff. How do you rank this game from an importance comparative standpoint? Obviously those are bigger games for what they mean, but as far as that atmosphere and everything else with it.
When it's a rivalry game, I think the atmosphere is always, either if we're playing here or there, like the atmosphere is always great. There's more emotion. You don't get me wrong, the atmosphere in the national championship is amazing too. It's amazing. Or I remember, being in Arizona against Ohio State, that like 16-0 comeback game, where we're down. Like that atmosphere was great, but the hostility aspect, that's what makes it different. But I don't even group like this game with a national champ. Like it's like in its own category. This game, this week, it's like its own thing. It's like there's a season, then there's South Carolina. So that's kind of how we look at it here.
What was watching, like with this past week? Like it seemed like y'all played pretty well, but there were clearly some plays.
Oh yeah, we played good, and then I think there's a drive or two where they made some plays, and we didn't play our best. We had like 8 sacks and a lot of TFL, so there's a lot of great things. But we haven't played a perfect game yet, and you won't play a perfect game. But good things to build on and good things to learn from. So it was like any normal Sunday, Monday. You don't think too much about the good and really highlight what you got to get better on.
Trent Simpson, how have you seen him grow this year?
Oh man,
He's really playing well.
he is. It's 2 weeks back to back. He's been defensive player of the game for us. He's just trusted the process. We all get yelled at by V every week, and he's just embracing that. Everyone sees what he's good at. He can get after the quarterback. He can really blitz and rush the passer, and he's learning more and more and more every day, every single day. He's just getting better and better. It's been really cool to see a guy like that just continue to make strides, and then like the past couple of weeks, play like he's played. He's arguably been one of our best players on defense this past month. So really proud of him and excited to see how he keeps progressing, and I know he's gonna do great.
Are there any questions on Zoom for James?
I know you've been dealing with this thought of bonus improvements all year. Just how are you feeling right now?
I feel good, man. Feel good. In football, 80% is 100%. You learn that quickly. We've had probably had the most reps I've ever had in a season this year. But hey, I'm loving every second of it. But that's just part of the game, playing. So I know when it comes to Saturday, I'm ready to go, and that's all that matters. So.
James, Devin was talking this morning about how special it is to be part of a rivalry that means so much to so many people. Is that something you guys keep in mind this week, that there are people all over the state living and dying by this game?
Oh, yeah. Like I said, like I was just saying, there's a season, and then there's South Carolina. So we know how much it means. It's a very, very important game for a lot of people, and we take pride in that.
What's your best rivalry story? Which game in that rivalry kind of sticks out to you?
I remember when I was it had to be freshman year. We beat them 56-7 here at home. That was I remember that was my first one, and the stadium was rocking. I remember Mike Williams going crazy in that game. That was a good one. I remember Ben just watching him and Kendall prepare that week, and then just dominate. You can see Ben on the field that game, like calling out plays before they even happen. I vividly remember that. I remember in I think it was 17 or 18, going there. That's where that Renfro had that crazy long like screens, spin a couple of times. That was a night game in South Carolina, in Williams-Brice, and that was crazy. That's when they were throwing batteries and stuff at us. We ended up playing well. Kelly B was playing quarterback for us then, and then the last one was a noon game. So we kind of Coach Sweeney jokes about it. We got the mild version of the atmosphere, kind of, because it's just noon games were just different. Especially, you want the night games. You want the night games. But the most memorable one for me is definitely my freshman year, where they came here and we took it to them. I just remember like a lot of things from that game. Just watching, being on the sideline and young, and being like, dang, I'm gonna play in this one day. It's gonna be fun.
So you'd rather have the night game, like throwing stuff at you, that kind of stuff?
Oh yeah. Yeah. I'm happy the game's at 7:30. I'm happy. So, man, we want as hostile as you can get. We want it that way. I mean, that's the most enjoyable. That's what it's all about. That's what college football is about. You don't want half the people there and it quiet. I mean, you want as much energy as possible. You feed off that as a player. You want that.
Another factor of being a night game is Wake Forest and NC State, which is done. I know you're focused on the Gamecocks. Is there going to be any temptation to check scores and see how those games went before you guys go?
I just know that we control the things we can control. So I think our focus just needs to be on South Carolina, and that's it. If it happens for us, thank you, right? But if it doesn't, it doesn't, man. We've done everything we can now, and if it's meant to be, it's meant to be. But we're just focused on South Carolina. If that works out, great. But this is, we got to beat South Carolina. That's the goal this week.
So you're just going to stay off your phone then until after the game?
I'm never on my phone really on Saturdays. Yeah.
It's 2-2 after September. What does it say about this team that, the main goal of making the playoff may be out of the way? You guys continue to get better. You stay together, and here you are with a chance to win 10 games for another consecutive season.
Yeah, I think if you look around the country and you look at a lot of teams that were in similar spots that we were in and where they are now, I think it says a lot about this team. And you think about the injuries we've had and some of the people that have left. We have every reason to splinter and to almost fall apart. But we've stayed together and we've kept fighting. And when it was ugly, we found ways to win. And I just think we've seen a lot of guys get better and better, keep trusting the process. And I think we're playing our best football right now. I do. I think overall we're playing our best football right now. And that's awesome considering, some of our feelings, 2 months ago, not knowing what direction the season was going to take. But a lot of guys just staying the course, staying after it. And no one would choose for the season to go this way, but I'm not, I wouldn't change a thing. I think moving forward with the program, a lot of these young guys this year are gonna learn a lot, from what's happened this year, and so when things don't go your way, you just gotta keep pushing, and now we're 8-3 and on the rise, I think.
Last regular season game of your career, last South Carolina game of your career. This is what we're very well about to ask you. What do you think your dad would tell you? What would you like to tell your dad?
I think he'd just say enjoy it. Sorry. That's a good question. Yeah, he'd say enjoy it, because it happens like that, and I just want to tell him thank you. Just thank you.
You say the same thing. All right, thank you, James.
Appreciate y'all.